You know what, folks? I actually missed this paint scheme. Like, I legit missed this paint scheme. It's kind of underrated. Here is Daniel Suárez's 2018 Arris Toyota Camry. Howdy, folks. It is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to a brand new Diecast review. Here is Daniel Suárez's 2018 Arris Toyota Camry. Now, it's crazy to think this car was way back in 2018, but honestly, it's kind of, I wouldn't say iconic, but it's kind of a semi-iconic paint scheme of the mid to late 2010s. You know, you think about Arris, they were on Carl Edwards' car. They were on, obviously, Daniel Suárez's Cup car, but they were also a part of the Joe Gibbs Racing Xfinity program with Daniel Suárez. And, of course, they even came back for a one-race stint. It was like a throwback paint scheme, of course, for Darlington last season with, Arris with Gott Brothers Racing. Who knows if they're going to come back for 2021, but nonetheless, though, what a really cool paint scheme. The bright orange definitely, for the newer cat out there, it probably won't understand this, but definitely some Tony Stewart vibes of the Home Depot colors from yesteryear. Definitely reminiscent of like the 05, 06 Tony Stewart paint scheme. But really cool diecast here. And yeah, believe it or not, I didn't have this one in my collection. So without further ado, let's go get this 2018 Daniel Suárez Arris Toyota Camry right out of the box. Alrighty, folks, brand new out of the box, and holy crap, man, look at that orange, man. The orange, the white, and a little bit of kind of like a red-orange side numbers here. Whoa, that is a very, very interesting paint scheme. Definitely one of the more unusual paint schemes on track, but I cannot look at a Joe Gibbs Racing car with orange all over it and not think of Tony Stewart. You know, Tony Stewart, of course, drove the 20 car, and at this time, Eric Jones was behind the wheel of the 20 car when this car was on track. But nonetheless, though, what a freaking cool looking paint scheme. The whole car is shot with this very, very nice orange. Now, it's not a day glow orange. It's just a good medium tone orange. Yeah. So anyways, let's go over here to the hood of this diecast. You got Arris right there on the nose of it. This Toyota Camry got powering your network. Very, very nice. Got the Arris logo. It looks kind of like a paper plane, if you ask me. I'm not really sure what that logo is supposed to be. It looks like an arrowhead, maybe a paper plane. Who freaking knows? So over to the nose of the diecast. See what I did there? You got Toyota Camry, like the Toyota badge. Very bright, very sharp decal graphics. But this looks stupid. Look at the outline on the 19. Look at the outlines of the contingencies. But and they look great, right? And then you look at the outline for that 19 logo. That looks stupid, if you ask me. So you got Moog, Mail, Cop, Edelbrock, and Sunoco. It's crazy to think that usually we only see like one contingency now on the front quarter panels. But yeah, definitely a really, really nice shade of orange. I really do like that, but I just don't understand the outlining. Even on the Joe Gibbs Racing logo, it's like that. So, anyways, over here to the left side of this diecast, see, of course, you have the 19 right there, you know. It was a short stint for Daniel Suárez at Joe Gibbs Racing. Unfortunately, it was. But, I mean, quite frankly, he really didn't do that much there. Considering, you know, Truex goes to the 19 car in 2019. Darn near wins the championship. And you go the year before, Edwards was the final year. It was, what, 2016? Yeah, so that was the first year before Suárez went to the Cup Series in 2017. Carl Edwards was literally a few laps away from winning his first Cup Series championship. So, definitely, when you consider the Edwards and then you consider the Martin Truex Jr. timeline, and consider that the 2 years that Daniel Suárez drove and he didn't make the playoffs, granted he's a brand new driver, for being an Xfinity champion, your expectations that he's going to make the playoffs with that type of equipment. But unfortunately, it just didn't happen though. But he's got a brand new start with, what is it? I forget the name. It's like Track Team or something. And, you know, I wish him the best. So you got Goodyear right there, Mechanic Square 3M K&N, Lincoln Welders, and Flowmaster, NASCAR race car, Daniel Suárez right there above the driver's side window, like the font with it. You know, the white in the middle and then the black outlining. Very, very sharp. Got Toyota right there, Coca-Cola, Joe Gibbs Racing, Stanley, Arris. You got Peak, Antifreeze, and Coolants. Got the number 19. Got this random paper plane on the side. You got Mack Tools, Freightliner, Sherwin-Williams, Simeons, Lincoln Welders, and Doosan. Of course, you got American Ethanol on the gas insert cap. So go into the caboose of this diecast, and I just never understood why Lionel does this. And a lot of people probably don't know what I'm really talking about with this, but you see the 19 there, you see that like dark outlining to it. It almost looks like a black eye on the diecast, right? Just the outlining to it. But look at the outlining of the Toyota logo. Not a single background, not a single shadow or nothing. So why does these decals have this goofy outlining, but these decals don't? Lionel could produce these diecasts with this level of quality without this stupid outlining there, but they don't do it. So you got Camry right there, XSE. Of course, you got the stub nose spoiler right there. Got Arris.com. Very, very nice. Go over to the right side of this Toyota Camry. You know, this was such an interesting diecast to me because I didn't get an Arris Daniel Suárez car, believe it or not. I didn't have one. I have a Darlington throwback Carl Edwards Arris car, but I never had one of these just normal plain Jane orange Arris cars. But I must say, though, the orange off camera is a little bit more brighter. I would say more of kind of like a Sunny D orange, but I think the orange on camera is much more of like a legit fruit orange. A very, very nice shade, I must say, though. But I like the red orange number 19 there. I think that's... It's kind of like a nice contrast to it, you know, kind of a darker color, but it goes well with the white and the orange as well. So I think that's a very nice color combination. I think the yellow Goodyear lettering is a nice combination as well. I still don't understand this, like, random paper plane on the side. But you go over to the roof of the diecast. Now, this is very reminiscent of the Tony Stewart days with the white in middle of it with the black outlining with the orange paint scheme. Very reminiscent of the Tony Stewart days. And I believe I think it was 2016 or no, 2015 or 2016 Darlington throwback for Joe Gibbs Racing. The Carl Edwards one had this style roof number with the white middle and the black trim line on the outside. Of course, you got, what is it, Cell right there. Not sure what that is. And got Suárez on the back window. And you got Arris once again over here on the deck lid. Notice that, wow! Look at the freaking air bubbles alongside the freaking spoiler. Look at that. You see that right there? Oh my god. You could probably crease it too. Look at that. I just freaking creased it. God dog, man. The air bubbles on this diecast, though. Holy moly. So the quality's been, it's been poop for years, but, you know, what do you expect from Lino Racing? They're not the action racing collectibles of yesteryear. They're not the Hot Wheels NASCAR Diecast, you know, Xfinity line, Cup Series line, whatever they want to call it. I tell you what, though, if there was a diecast company that I wish would come back, a lot of people would probably say, oh, we want to see the Platinum/Elite ARCs, the action racing collectible ones for the 1/64 scale. I disagree. Personally, the cars I would love to see come back are the Hot Wheels 1/64 scale diecast because they produced amazing quality diecasts with the best clear coat ever seen in NASCAR diecast history for the 1/64 scale. It was a thick enamel that held its shine, held its texture for nearly 2 decades, and when it chipped, you could see how thick the clear coat on it. It was a great hard enamel style clear coat they used. And I tell you what, man, it protected those diecasts for a very long time. But I would love to see those, not to mention they had window bars. The Fords were so aerodynamic. They had great castings for the Ford. I will say some of them were kind of oof, kind of the Pontiacs and the Chevrolets from 02. They were kind of a little bit oof. But for the Ford ones, they were great. And they also had rubber tires as well. And it was just really cool to see Hot Wheels NASCAR diecasts. And I tell you what, man, I would love to see them make a return. I love this mold, though. Personally, this is what would be the, you know, your normal winner circle action racing collectible mold. But I do miss Hot Wheels' quality in the diecast realm. You know, I always like to say competition in any market, consumers will always win. And I feel like when you have one company making it all, I mean, if one company drops the ball, well, guess what? They in a backup plan. So that's why, I think that's why the custom market has taken off so much because, yes, you get primary paint schemes like this. Yes, you get paint schemes like this, but let's say they didn't make this paint scheme. Guess what? What are you going to do? You got to make a custom about it. If this was 2004 or 5, I would be shocked if they did not make a paint scheme. Like, legit, because they had 7 or 8 different 1/64 scale markets to go through. You had like 5 different diecast manufacturers. You had Elite scales. You had open casting ones. You had club cars. Oh my god, you had so many freaking diecasts they made back in the day. Anyways, folks, thank y'all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. I will say, though, for the most part, this diecast actually has pretty good quality, especially with those three-dimensional Goodyear Eagle wheels. I really do miss those. Those look freaking great. Hope you're having a great one. Diecast Buffet. Of course, upload diecast videos every day, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you check it out if you don't mind. Signing off.